In a desert mining pit, workers hit something that should not exist there. A wooden shipwreck buried where the Atlantic Ocean used to be, holding $13 million in gold. No riverbed, no coastline, nothing wet for miles, just orange sand, heavy machinery, and the blackened bones of a ship that sank 5 centuries ago. Rewind to 1533, the port of Lisbon, where a heavy trading ship called the Bom Jesus is loaded for the most valuable voyage of the year. Its captain has sailed this route before, but never with a hold this heavy. Gold coin, raw copper, elephant tusks, and instruments worth more than the ship itself. Weeks later, off the coast of southern Africa, the sky turns black, and a storm rises that no captain of that century had the instruments to survive. The Bom Jesus is driven straight into the coastline, breaks apart in the surf, and every soul aboard is lost within sight of the desert shore. Fast forward to 2008. Engineers here do something almost as strange as the storm. They push the entire ocean back with a wall of sand. Behind that wall lies a drained strip of former seabed, scraped meter by meter for diamonds, and it is here that a driver's bulldozer strikes solid timber. Nobody on site has ever seen wood like it, curved and blackened, half swallowed by sand that has not touched open water in 475 years. An archaeologist is flown in within days, and one glance at the hull tells her this is not a fishing boat. It is something built to cross oceans. A field laboratory goes up beside the pit within a week, because everything pulled from that sand starts crumbling the moment it meets open air. Every timber, coin, and tusk gets the same treatment. Soaked, stabilized, and logged, because 5 centuries underground makes even bronze fragile as glass. The mining crews keep working the pit, and the tally keeps climbing. This will become the richest wreck ever pulled from these waters. 2,000 gold coins turn up first, then hundreds of copper ingots, each one stamped centuries ago and never touched by human hands since. Back in 1533, that copper alone made the Bom Jesus one of the richest cargo runs Portugal had ever sent toward the Indies. Whatever the crew believed about surviving that crossing, the ocean off this coast had already claimed hundreds of ships before theirs ever sailed. In the desert pit, archaeologists now map every plank, because this ship is about to answer questions historians have argued over for centuries. They confirm the ship's identity from its cargo manifest alone, matching coin dates and copper markings to Portuguese customs records 500 years old. Inside the lab tent, one object stuns the team more than the gold. A bronze navigational instrument older than almost any other ever recovered afloat. It is a mariner's astrolabe, and its rare surviving markings will rewrite what historians thought sailors of that century could actually measure at sea. The mining company keeps its operation running around the discovery, an unlikely partnership between diamond profit and 5 centuries of forgotten history. Without that industrial mining operation, this wreck would still be sitting under 50 feet of ocean, completely unreachable to any archaeologist alive. Here is the twist nobody expected. The desert that swallowed this ship for centuries is the exact reason it survived in this condition at all. Buried dry sand starved the wood of oxygen and sealed out the shipworms that destroy almost every wreck left resting on the open seafloor. In the end, this becomes the oldest and richest shipwreck ever confirmed off the entire western coast of sub-Saharan Africa, gold included. Every coin, tusk, and ingot gets numbered, photographed, and prepared for a journey stranger than its first one, from desert sand to museum glass. The port the Bom Jesus once sailed from still stands in Lisbon. Its harbour quiet now, centuries removed from the storm that ended this voyage. The excavation wraps after months of work, leaving behind an empty sandpit and one of the fullest Renaissance cargo records ever recovered intact. Today, that same gold coin sits behind museum glass, 500 years after it left Lisbon for a destination it would never actually reach. $10 million in gold, found by accident in a desert by people looking for diamonds. Sometimes the ocean gives its secrets back.